Welcome to Norman, Oklahoma, and the heart of the Sooner Nation. Memorial Stadium already rocking with the sounds of Boomer Sooner. We're going to hear that all day. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams. 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. The defense has picked up the football going the other way.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Tackle at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And they're trying to punch it in here. They can't punch it in on the ground. The defense holding firm there on first down.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Positive yards, that's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance to continue to get first downs. What are they looking at now? 3rd and inches, it looks like.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone, and he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Now the all-important extra point. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And the stop is made, but not before a huge gain moves the ball to the 32.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Sooners are looking to keep this drive going. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
And the Sooners line up on 1st and 10 now. Motion now from the tight end. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And that run produces a decent gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They can't slow him down. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now 1st and goal. The Sooners will line up here on 1st down and goal.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. An inside deal now from the shotgun. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, he came close to putting this ball into the end zone. But he comes up short. Now we're looking at a 3rd and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get a good push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football again here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
And the extra point was up and good. And the kickoff will be returned. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Solid run. They'll bring him down to the 28-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Fighting off the defender. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And then first down, right back to the running game. A stop for no gain, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the punt will bounce and roll out of bounds. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments to prevent that this time. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. Makes the defender miss. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
Well, when they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns, and the accuracy that they threw the football to this OU quarterback.
A gain makes it second and medium. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Takes it inside the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, results in quick and positive results.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Here's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Auburn offense is back out on the field. They came up empty in the last possession, forced to punt it away, and they begin to click now. Here comes the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, that is a first down and a definitive way of getting a good push up front. And this back, I tell you, every single year on the Plains, Auburn always has a great back, and this guy is no different.
Throws it to the right. Incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
An incompletion makes it second and 10. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout.
Incompletion makes it second down. The back's got it. Breaks out of the crowd into open space. It's a huge gain. The stop is finally made at the 41-yard line.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
They're going to run it here. And the Sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
And it's a bunch formation. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Auburn.
Second down play coming up. He'll hand it off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He just hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Fourth down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Lets it fly to the wideout. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining. And they'll loft this one deep to the left side. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Hand off to the right side. Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
The ball carrier is the running back. Pick up of 2. Brings up second down.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes a quick catch. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Picks up 1. Brings up second and goal.
All right, second down and goal now for this offense. And the wideout goes in motion. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
Point after, not great through. The BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Gets past the tackler into open space now. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Caught quickly.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the stick.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Using his legs on the scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
The Sooners lining up here on first and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Oh, how I love when this happens. The big dog up front is working hard and snatched his opportunity. Good for him.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Timeout taken by the offense.
Timeout, Auburn.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught in the flat by the running back. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Tackle on the play at the 39-yard line. Brings up second down.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Sooners will kick this away to start the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Important second down play coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Well, they trust the running game on third down there and come up with a huge chunk play.
Chris, to me it looked like the defense was just selling out to try to come up with a stop on third down, and once the back got the yards he needed, he looked a little bit surprised. He was still on his feet and looked around and saw that he had room to run and picked up some big yards.
And they'll use the ground game here. Fighting him off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Offense getting set. Second down play. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. It's a jet sweep. Receiver trying to turn the corner. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, the biggest thing when you run the jet sweep, you cannot afford penetration. Here the defense does a nice job almost anticipating the jet sweep is coming, and they make this offense pay for that with a significant loss.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
They'll kick it away here. And he puts it out of bounds, so no return. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to pull it down and run. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here.
Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Off target and incomplete. Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he pulls in the catch.
Chris, just a great throw here. Surgical and precise and doing what they need to do to be able to pick up that first down and keep this Oklahoma offense on the move.
The Sooners pick up enough yardage for a first down. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception on the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
Moves the ball to the 35. Another first down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it's 3rd down and inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
The Sooners begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Running back grabs it on a screen. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers. He stopped short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. He gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting in the way of that and knocking it away.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Grab behind the line. It's Burns. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And he lofts it deep over the middle. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. And after 3, we are all tied up.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They look to throw it here on second down. It's an out route. The catch made. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
There's a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Drop him back. We're going to throw for the first down. Makes the grab. It's Daly. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Nice catch made out of the slot position. That's going to be tough to stop today, Kirk.
He is so dangerous in space at that slot position. Nice job at the top of that route. Gave a little shoulder fake to create that separation. Made it easy for the quarterback to find him and make that throw.
Testing the right side here. Fights through the tackler. Touchdown, Auburn. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking right, this one caught. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that.
And he floats this pass deep down the right side. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. And just like that, in one play, they move into scoring position at the 23. And the Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw yet again. Snags the quick throw. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
The Sooners are in the red zone now. Linebacker shifting around now. Grab behind the line. It's Burns. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. He'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the 4th. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback.
It's second down.
Getting set. Here's second down. There's the handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. And I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning as we head into the dramatic finish of this game. So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. And a timeout is called late in this tie game. Crucial choices coming up. See what the call is on 1st and 10. We'll hand it off. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Catch made on the right side. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. But forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
First and 10 now for the offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Here comes the crowd noise, trying to help this defense out. Second down, we're going to throw it. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, and you've got to come up with a first down.
On third down, he drops to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. and they're going for it on 4th down. It's a shotgun run call. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
The Sooners have 1st and 10 here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And the completion made. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
2nd down.
Now it's 2nd down here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining.
Timeout.
And the Sooners looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. On 1st down, they'll keep their running game churning. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. So here we go. In the final seconds, one swing of the leg for the win. And it's good. He splits the uprights with a pressure kick to win it. Well, you love to see a game, Kirk, come down to the final possession. It was who's going to have the football last, and they were able to make plays and come out with a win.
Yeah, not only the final minutes, but the final drive. And that entire unit looked calm, cool, and collected. It was well called by their offensive coordinator, and this defense just couldn't stop them when they needed to.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.